We are here at SEMA Central. I'm Kevin Ostie for the 2017 SEMA show in Las Vegas. And one of the fun things about the automotive industry is there's a lot of cool things to do. And I'm joined by my friend Mike Finnegan, who does a lot of cool things with cars.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. How you been?
I'm stoked. Look at that.
Yeah, it's spooky. I told you, don't look up there.
I can't help it.
Yes, for those at home, there's a giant screen with Mr. Finnegan's face up there right now. And I told him not to look at it, but...
Yeah, that was like telling me not to drive fast or
don't touch something hot.
set things on fire.
Yeah. So what's the latest, man?
Well, God, I just found out we're going to do twice as many episodes of Roadkill next season.
Really?
Which we normally do one a month, about 12 to 13 a year. We're doing 24.
Nice.
Which is incredible. So stoked on that. And what else? We just rebuilt Stubby Bob, our 1950 Ford F6 dump truck, and did wheelies again. Much further, much higher, much, more spinal compression on the landing. So,
and that's kind of what that thing was constructed for in the first place.
It really wasn't.
It just happened?
It was one of those deals where there used to be these ads back in the day in custom truck magazines and an import tuner, and I think it was for Nieper wheels or Nietzsche wheels, and they very cartoonishly drew these cars with oversized wheels, and they were really low. And I looked at this truck and I thought, if we move the axle right up behind the cab and just cut the back of the chassis off, it would kind of look like that. And I kind of liked that idea. So we did that, and then we were just going to road trip it, but it broke and we couldn't road trip it. And so you fast forward 6 or 8 months and we're sitting in the shop going, the flathead that's under the hood is way too underpowered. It's slow, it doesn't stop well, it doesn't do anything well. Let's put a big block in there. But it wouldn't fit very well under the hood. So David Freiberger came up with the idea of putting it in the back of the truck. So we did that, and then I got the idea to turn it around backwards and hook it to a boat V-drive and go down to the axle with the drivetrain. And one of our coworkers, KJ Jones, said, I bet you can't wheelie that on the trailer hitch, like straight up. And honestly, I didn't want to, because it just seemed really dangerous, but he bet us $100.
Well,
so.
And it's KJ, you got to win that bet.
Right. And I honestly didn't think it would do it. I did not in a million years think that thing was going to wheelie, because we put the engine over the axle.
Oh.
It's not behind the axle.
There's
not a lot of levering, yeah. And but it did. We put it on the converter, foot braked it, and it just stood straight up and came down like a lead balloon and just killed my back. And that was, I think, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And about 2 weeks ago, we redid the front suspension, made a few other mods, and went out and did it again. And we wheelied this thing like, 100 feet, which for us was huge.
That is huge.
And but again, it came down, and I'm very sore, and I think we need to put it away for a while, and I don't need to do that again.
Yeah, right. Get an air seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Moving to 24 episodes of Roadkill, have you guys charted out the editorial plan of what these shows are going to be, or how does that process go?
I think the most of it we have. The interesting thing about this will be Roadkill really never has a plan. There's no script, and oftentimes we set out on a road trip and end up doing something completely different than we thought we were going to do. So I don't know whether we can continue working that way in terms of not sticking to a plan. There definitely
timing.
There won't be a script. I can't act. There won't be one.
Right.
But I think we'll be a little better planned in terms of what we're doing, because there's a lot of things, and there's benefit to that. There's a lot of things we've wanted to do for years. We just haven't, because if you don't line up all the parts ahead of time, or you don't, hire a venue, then things like building a motorhome that wheelies in sand dunes doesn't happen, which is something I really want to do. So
yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
The guy who's suggesting wheelies are not that much fun to come out of wants to do more of them.
I figure the sand is soft,
That's what many people think.
The landing's got to be better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's fantastic. In addition to the 24 episodes of Roadkill, you've got all kinds of other, Enthusiast Network umbrella shows expanding in different directions with the Discovery arrangement.
Yeah. I mean, they've launched 10. The company that owns Roadkill and has, blown this whole thing up is launching all kinds of new shows. Brian Loans has an excellent new show called Put Up or Shut Up, where he's dreaming up matchups that, probably would never happen in real life. And, because of that new show, I've watched semis racing a Challenger. I've watched gassers go after each other. I've watched pro mods race each other heads up. And, You know, that's a lot of fun.
That is cool.
There's another new show called Junkyard Gold that's really good. You know, if you're into touring junkyards and just seeing what's out there and what's possible.
Yep, we all dig that.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff coming out.
So where's the central hub where people can learn more, see your shows, and all the rest of it?
The big thing is go to motortrendondemand.com. That is literally where all of that stuff lives. And they're updating the app and the platform to make it even better and more user-friendly. And they're loading it with a lot of new content that they're going to be, you know, archiving and mining from Velocity and Discovery.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice crossover.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Well, listen, I appreciate the time. It's always good to talk to you.
Yeah.
Let's
thanks
hope
for having me.
your back survives until our next encounter.
Pain reliever. That's all I need.
That's it. And another fun time with fun, cool things in the automotive industry at SEMA Central at SEMA 2017.